he has no problem acting like a excited, giddy, over-the-moon boy because he's not afraid of what the audience or the public is going to think about him being excited. It's not going to emasculate him being over the moon about Taylor Swift. He is just fine, and he has no problem being like, I'm so fucking excited that I'm in love with Taylor Swift, and that's why it works. Because
that's what we all deserve.
Taylor Swift built her illustrious career writing intimate songs about her life, which often centered around romantic love and its maddening journey. It's no wonder then that Swifties, especially those chronically online, are tuned into the singer's latest adventure, in love with Kansas City Chiefs star player Travis Kelce. But while all of Swift's relationships have been buzzed about, this romance in particular seems to have reached a new level of public interest, sparking an insane amount of attention and fresh media frenzy. It's a love story that people just want to say yes to. Since the famous pair were first linked in September, everyone from the NFL's social media team to die-hard Swifties on TikTok can't stop talking about and watching Swift and Kelce's every move. Here are some reasons as to why there's such a magnetic pull with this couple. Let's start with the fact that Taylor could never give Travis peace, and she shouldn't have to. Swift doesn't see marriage as the peak achievement of her life. She's more interested in world domination by way of chart-topping, record-breaking success. What feels right about her relationship with Kelce is the sense that he's along for the crazy ride and everything it entails. Basically, he's not afraid of the spotlight because he's already used to it as a top NFL player. Does he feel like endgame material? That question that may matter more is the one Swift posed on folklore track, Peace. Would it be enough if I could never give you peace? In this new relationship, it finally feels like the love she gives will be
who you would want to provide with peace.
Yeah.
You know, someone that you love, so you want it to be, you want them to have as much peace in their life as possible, and reconciling the fact that you might not be their best option for that, but is it still a deal they want to take?
We're learning with the paparazzi just taking photos from all over the place, but at the same time, it's you know, it comes with it. It comes with it. You got a lot of people that care about Taylor, and for good reason. So it's you know, just got to keep living and learning and enjoying the moments. And I was on top of the world after the Super Bowl, and right now even more on top of the world. So it's fun, man.
Another reason is that he's in a different league. I think the Swifties like Travis Kelce because he's such a significant departure from all her previous partners, who were mainly other artists and actors. Even if Kelce and Swift are really both just famous people whose careers have been made performing and playing for fans, I think him being an athlete instead of another musician contributes to this perception of the relationship being more genuine and less toxic, since this is someone outside of the artist world Swift is in.
Taylor Swift and all these other guys who are like,
they were always too cool
all these
for school.
artsy entertainment guys who are like who wanted to, like, they had to act like they were good enough for Taylor because they didn't think they were good enough for Taylor. They were projecting their insecurities onto Taylor as her boy. And Travis Kelce, he's fucking a main character. He's a stud. He's 6'5", 250. He's a Hall of Famer. He's funny. He's charismatic. He is just fine.
Plus, he's very conventionally attractive, aka big ol' beefy hunk of a man, and carries a non-problematic, funny, golden retriever-like aura that makes him very likable. This next reason is that they have major Ken and Barbie energy. People love to see a hyper-successful, beautiful, competent woman getting lifted up and supported by an unproblematic man. And with this couple, they both carry a lot of the same qualities that people find attractive. They are both hot, likable, down-to-earth, don't take themselves too seriously, and can handle the spotlight. People tend to gravitate towards each of them, and they just make such a damn cute couple. Taylor is Miss Americana, and Travis is the all-American stud football hero. And this leads to the next reason. They are America's sweethearts. You know that scene in every teen rom-com where the cheerleader falls in love with the jock and her glasses slip, and she's suddenly, obviously beautiful, and always has been, and that kind of catches his eye, and then she falls for the guy even harder because she finds out he's not just a palooka and has actually maybe read Pride and Prejudice. And everybody's happy because they're both sweeties who found love despite coming from seemingly opposing worlds. You know that song about the girl wanting the guy, but she seemingly doesn't feel like she's his type, since he's supposed to go for the girls in the short skirts when she wears t-shirts. That's Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, except with what seems like a happy ending so far. They're America's homecoming king and queen, and that's why everybody's happy for them. And here's a crazy-sounding reason. They're uniting the country? Now hear me out. I'm pretty sure anybody would agree with this armchair psychoanalysis. Their synergistic relationship is bringing regular couples closer together. Suddenly, one partner deep into Swiftie lore and another with an NFL Red Zone subscription are mutually invested in a celebrity romance that seems to be propelling both to the top of their respective games. Even better, it's not just the cliche of a football star dating the hot cheerleader. True, Travis has crushed it on the field when he has Taylor rooting for him in the box suite, but we've also seen how he shows up for her and heard him marvel at her talents as a performer. Having that kind of unconditional support modeled by all-American icons on a national stage gives us a warm, fuzzy feeling that ideally filters into our own domestic lives and habits. If you can make someone as happy as these two apparently make each other, it would be an accomplishment on par with selling out a stadium tour or winning the Super Bowl. And this next reason is inspiring people to raise their dating standards quite literally. Seeing how Kelce has publicly supported and praised Swift has elevated many people's own expectations for what they seek in romantic partnerships. Some online say they are making changes in how they approach dating. I definitely was dating the worst of the worst of the worst of men, and I thought it was normal. I was begging for phone calls, for just any form of communication, said Martha Mary Santos, 26, of Mandeville, Louisiana, who made a TikTok video reacting to Swift and Kelce. When I saw the way Travis treats Taylor, it was a massive wake-up call for me.
Oh my god, we cannot settle anymore because holy shit, if he wanted to, he would.
Some people online say Swift and Kelce's high-profile romance exemplifies what it looks like to be loved loudly and proudly. Lisa Carr, 32, a TikTok commentator on women's culture and pop culture, elaborated on Swift and Kelce's relationship, said their public support of each other, whether at a football game or on a concert tour, exemplifies a key facet of healthy relationships, being each other's biggest cheerleader. Kelce seems to appreciate Swift for exactly who she is, Carr said. Instead of trying to woo her solely with grand but generic gestures, he leans into simple behaviors meant to make his partner feel seen, making her a friendship bracelet, speaking highly of her on his podcast, holding up a "We Will Stay" sign during her performance of The Archer, and another reason is they're not trying to hide it. Ever wonder why people didn't feel the same way about Taylor's relationship with Joe Alwyn? It's because with Travis there's no invisible string for them. They are very much the opposite of invisible. If you're not making it easy for people to gravitate towards you by hiding and running away from the cameras, then you get what you ask for. But by allowing us to witness their courtship with Taylor and Travis, the people get a sense of joining them on the ride and experience the joys of their fairy tale-like romance. And that's why the internet is obsessed with them. Another big reason is they're on the same level. I think they're going to be engaged in 6 months. They seem like a good match and are at that same phase in life where they've accomplished their highest professional goals and got the dating stuff out of their systems. So the timing just feels right with more than enough life experiences to bring to the table. They both have that "I'm ready for a family now" type energy. Also, Kelce comes off like he's okay with her extraordinary level of fame and even proud of all that she's so accomplished. Mind you, he's an attention seeker as well, but he's respectful of not trying to take any of it away from her. Such as when he was at her concert in Argentina and fans were asking for him to autograph items like a sweater, and he kindly declined, stating he was just there as a fan to watch the show. Unlike some of Taylor's exes, who appeared almost embarrassed by fame, they couldn't withstand the intense spotlight to confidently stand by her side. Instead, it seemed like they wanted her to come back down a bit to their level. Let's not forget how accomplished Travis is as well. He's a bona fide Hall of Fame NFL football player and will get inducted once he's done playing. Even after 11 years in the league, which most players never make it this far, he's still considered the best tight end in the league. So his status or fame is not fading at all, dispelling any notions that may lead to speculation of Travis possibly wanting to attach himself to Taylor's fame. And what we gather from people and fans' reactions is that one of the biggest reasons is that their romance is such a feel-good love story. So many people from all ages and even ladies in their 60s say they actually feel all giddy like they are back in high school again. It is so refreshing and warms their hearts to see a love story play out in this modern day where scandals and drama are more the norm, aka the Kardashians. Some have even said it's like a real-life rom-com we're witnessing, and that's why they got their popcorn ready. And finally, you know what? They just look damn good together. Happy for them. So what's your take? Do you have any other reasons why they are just being loved by the public? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel and check out one of these videos.